Ancelotti's been really clever. He obviously spent a bit of time last season realising what he needed, and what he probably has found out was probably a little bit soft down the centre. He's gone with the two sort of midfielders in Allan and Doucore to sort of strengthen that area up. And obviously the X Factor signing's been James Rodriguez, who's judging on the first game away to Tottenham, a tough game. They've hit the ground running, so the signs are certainly very good, and I do like the signings they've made. You always find with that type of player, they're going to be a bit underrated, aren't they? But listening to some of the Michael Keane's interview after, he said what a dream it was to play with him, and that's how important the role is in the team. But I think both of them, they'll be looked at as coming in to add skill and strength to maybe try and bully other teams. But I think that both of them midfielders are capable of adding something going forward too. So very clever signings, in my opinion. I think it has been. Fans will be aware that other teams have possibly been able to play through the middle of that pit park a bit too easily, and Ancelotti, an experienced manager, would definitely have picked that up. And for him to sign two players in that area sort of shows you where his head was. So, it's been a fantastic start for both of them. So hopefully that can continue. Yes. And I do like it when the managers are setting the targets higher. So you can't knock him for that. But the quality of team that they're competing with are also at a very high level. So yeah, I think that should be their target. There's going to be some tougher games ahead, and it's a long season. But yeah, I think they're in a good place, and there's no reason why they can't be looking to push into that top six. The expectations of the fans, they don't want to be fighting for that mid-table spot. They want to be in that top six. They feel they should be competing with the teams you've mentioned there. So I think consistency is always going to be the key. Everton seem to have a run of games, great results, and all of a sudden you see them, not winning in 3 or 4 games, and in the Premier League that catches up you quickly. So consistency for me is the key this season, and keeping them players fit that we've spoke about, key players, and I'm sure they can be challenging. Slaven will know that he's going to have a tough season ahead, as I'm sure the players are. They'll be really excited, playing in the Premier League, but the step up, as I'm sure they found out straight away with the game at Leicester, is massive from the Championship. But yeah, I'm excited that the starting 11 the weekend there wasn't much Premier League experience there. That'll be a little worry, but I'm sure as the games come thick and fast, they'll need to adapt quickly, and they're young players with a lot of quality, and if they can get to grasp of it, I'm sure Slaven's confident they can battle to try and stay in the Premier League. It's just belief that you're waiting for that one game sometimes where you put in a performance, and all of a sudden the dressing room changes. Obviously it wasn't the best of starts, but that's where the manager will have a key part to play. And I like the way Slaven Bilic works, and he won't get too carried away with that one game. So the signings are exciting. They're young players. It's at the minute it's the same team really as last year. He's not really improved because he's spent the money on getting the loan players in. So it's difficult. The squad hasn't massively improved. You've got Gallagher coming in now. He'll be a big plus for the team. But yeah, there's a lot of pressure really on them, young and new signings. But there's other players in that dressing room who have got experience that need to play a big part too. You mentioned Sheffield United, and that was a bit of a freak season really for them coming in, and the style they played massively helped them. The way the manager got them working. West Brom, yeah, for me, Slaven Bilic will do a great job if he can keep them in the Premier League. Yeah, it was the opening day of the season is always strange anyway when you're playing, but for me not to be involved for the first time in 20 odd years was strange. But yeah, I'm keeping myself busy. Playing a bit of cricket, playing some golf, and concentrating on things that I haven't been able to do. So yeah, enjoying family life as well.